Hey, welcome to another edition of 5 Questions with. I'm Randy Cothran. Glad to have you along for another episode here as we sit down with Larry Untiet on the set of the Spencer High School production of Harvey. Larry talks a little bit about the production as well as his background in theater. Well, Mr. Untiet, we appreciate you joining us today on 5 Questions with. An opportunity to talk to you a little bit about the Spencer High School production coming up here, Harvey. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Well, I've been in Spencer for 37 years. I graduated from the University of Northern Iowa in 1970, and I taught at a small consulting school in Northeast Hamilton for 4 years, and then I came here in the fall of 75. I've always had a real passion for the theater. This is my 74th production at Spencer High School. Just 2 years ago, I retired from the classroom, but I'm still doing the drama and the large group speech activities.
A hard time walking away from the theater and all the kids involved, no doubt.
You bet.
Talk to us a little about Harvey. Tell us a little bit what that's about.
Harvey is a play that's been very popular throughout the United States community theaters and high schools since it opened on Broadway in 1944. It tells the story of a man, Elwood P. Dowd, who has this imaginary friend called Harvey, who is a 6-foot rabbit. And only Elwood can talk to him and see him. And so his relatives are really tired of Harvey. They're losing all their friends because they think that Elwood is crazy, and so they take him to a sanitarium to get him admitted. His sister is the one that takes him there, but after talking to the people at the sanitarium, they think that she's the crazy one, and they put her in the sanitarium instead. As the story goes on, Elwood is lost for quite a while, and they can't find him. They're looking all over for him. The head of the sanitarium joins the hunt, and the sanitarium head himself ends up seeing Harvey, and we find out that he's a very unhappy man with his life, and he likes to have this imaginary character. Harvey, the play, is a comedy that lasted on Broadway for about 1,700 performances in 1944. It also, in 1945, won the Pulitzer Prize in drama, and when it was made into a movie, it starred Jimmy Stewart and Geraldine Hall, who won Best Supporting Actress that year for that particular part. So it's been around for quite a while now. It's been remade a few times. It's been filmed for television. Jimmy Stewart even revised it in 1969. I happened to see him in that. He and Helen Hayes, when I was in college, we went to New York, and so it's been around for a long time. It's one of those classics like Arsenic and Old Lace and The Man Who Came to Dinner and along those lines.
So talk about, actually, we're doing this interview on the set. This is not your home. This is the set, although it's probably been your home here for a few weeks as you guys have been preparing for it. Talk about the production that goes into, these things behind the scenes, things that people take for granted when they come to the theater. They come in, they're transformed to this other world. Talk about what it takes to put something like this together.
Yeah, the audience only sees the 12 characters on stage, but with any given production, there's probably up to 100 students that have worked behind the scenes with costumes, makeup, lights, sound, set construction, set painting. It takes a lot of work to put on a show like this. This show, for example, has 2 different complete sets. You'll notice these walls over here are all on casters. Those roll off, and another whole set comes on for the sanitarium scenes. So there's hundreds of hours put in by students after school and on Saturdays when we are not practicing. A typical play practices for 7 weeks, 5 days a week, and then we do set construction in the after school hours when we're not practicing, and then on Saturdays. So there's a lot goes into that the audience never really sees.
Talk a little bit about the cast and the performances this year. Who are some of the faces the folks will see on stage?
Elwood P. Dowd, the man who sees the rabbit, is played by Will Boryans, and his sister, who gets admitted to the sanitarium, is Rachel Dole. Daley Ty also appears in the show. Kevin Grimes, Brianne Hassman, Alex Halverson, Luke Caldall. There's a number of students, a cast of 12. Most of them have been seen before. Some of them have never been on the stage before, have been behind the scenes and got a shot to get in front of the stage this time. And so it's a cast that's put together of a variety of juniors, seniors.
You've had a chance over the years to work with a number of young people. Have any of them gone on to have any kind of success beyond this level on the stage, maybe in college productions or perhaps even further?
Yeah,
on?
there's almost every year there's some students that go on into theater in college level. You know, the most recent probably was Kim Steffen, who went on to Minnesota State, and she majored in musical theater. I have a number of students that are now college professors in lighting and set design. I know Josh Oder and is out he's in Chicago. He was in California for a while. I've had people that have worked for Nickelodeon and for the Disney people. So it's fun to see, and it's fun to hear back from them. And especially with the advent of Facebook, you get to hear from them a lot and see what's going on in their lives.
Larry, we want to appreciate you taking the time to join us here on 5 Questions With, and hopefully the production will be a packed house all weekend long.
Okay, thank you very much.